God warns a smiling friend is trying to steal your wealth right now. Do not skip this. You're missing important details that could change everything because you are special and loved. My child, Archangel Michael tells you to keep quiet about it. You have just 35 minutes left to claim this before it happens right in front of your eyes. It's not a coincidence that you're reading this because of what I'm about to say. Even the angels are amazed by what's going on in heaven right now. There will be a big change and you are a part of it. This miracle was whispered into existence just for your life, not for everyone else's. But there is not much time left. You have 35 minutes to get this wonderful gift before it goes to someone else. Heaven's clock doesn't wait, not because you're being punished, but because spiritual rules depend on when you do things. When my child, my beloved Archangel Michael, spoke up, he didn't say something quietly. He said something strong. The hidden curtain was pulled back for a moment, and I saw what was meant for you. A blessing that is unlike anything else you've ever had. But when I looked more closely, I saw a countdown clock. There are 35 minutes left to really make this miracle yours, but only 2 minutes left before it happens. If you think about it, look away or keep scrolling. The thing that had your soul's mark on it will go to someone else. That's the reason why you need to open this now. This is your warning. This is how you get out. You are free now. This message had to be held back 3 times before heaven let it through. My child, my beloved. Why? Because you had to get your heart ready. Because the things that were bothering you had to be quiet. Because the people who tried to hurt you, even those close to you, had to be shut up. But your spirit is now aware of this. So before we go on, I need to ask you, will you fully open your heart? What parts of you are you willing to let this message reach? Because if you do, everything that was hidden will be shown to everyone. Please stop and do something important before we go on. Right now, connect with how your spirit already feels. Do not think about a person or a channel. Instead, connect with God's voice speaking through this moment. In your heart, tell yourself, I won't miss what was sent for me. I'm not going to put it off. I fully agree with this message. That should be your holy promise. If you do that, the miracle that's waiting on the other side of this message will start to come to you faster than the enemy can stop it. There is something very unusual going on. My child, my beloved, you need to understand this. There are times when heaven gives you a chance that is so personal and important to your life's path that missing it would mean the end of everything. Now is that time. I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to protect that. For that reason, I'm not whispering, but speaking out loud now because this will be gone if you wait. No more peace, more money, or more happiness for you. It will go to someone else. It wasn't because you weren't good enough, but because you didn't do anything when heaven called you. My beloved child, I saw your name next to a special scroll of progress. It wasn't just a small blessing. It had been planned for you before you were born. A spiritual package was kept from you until you were ready to receive it. You're now ready. You might not feel it, but who knows? It's time to go. But this miracle can't wait any longer. God's clock still shows 35 minutes to go. Not because God is in a hurry, but because in 2 minutes something will either hit you deep or miss you. The miracle will happen even if you don't open this. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. This message was meant to get to my child, my beloved, earlier, but something was trying to stop it. They were interfering with your spiritual and emotional life. They seemed friendly, but they were really trying to slow you down. Some of them have no idea what they're doing. Some people are well aware, but God in heaven saw it. I've seen it. I was told to take over, not with rage, but with strong love. Today isn't just any day. It's the day when everything can go right for you. You deserve to know the truth. A door in the spiritual world has opened for my child, my beloved. It has to do with your name, your soul, and your situation. Not everyone can go through this door. People who are called are the only ones who can get in. You have been picked. Do you know what that means? It means that the angels have stopped and are ready to read what was written. It means that something holy is quickly coming your way. It means that you can change your future, but only if you choose to. You choose to accept this message. A miracle is on its way to you, my child and beloved. But time is running out. Your past doesn't make the enemy want to hurt you. His fights are over because of what's coming up. That's why this moment is hard, though. It leads to delays if you don't pay attention to it. God has a great plan for you if you accept it. That's why I was sent, not to scare you, but to give you one last call before you get out. You still have 35 minutes. Everything will depend on what you do now. Stop right now, my child, my beloved, and make a deep choice in your heart. Say this to yourself in a strong voice. I will not leave what God has planned for me. I agree with this message completely. I'm going to do something before the miracle is over. This is what you promise. Say it and heaven will write it down because those words make the angels that are connected to your name come to life. The miracle that was put on hold is now moving again. But your faith must be strong. Your heart must be open. And your soul must be willing. I saw something written in shining gold light next to your name. My child, my beloved, a release that should happen soon. A fresh start with money. A getting better in relationships. But what really caught my eye was how urgent it seemed. This miracle doesn't happen by accident. It can't wait. It's moving already. It will go right by your house, hands, and name. If you're not ready to receive it, that's why I was sent to you. For there are only 35 minutes left until this holy moment ends. You have 2 minutes to get ready. But this open gate might not come up again for a very long time. If you miss it, a lot of people have wished they had this chance. My child, my beloved. Some people yelled for help but never got it. But you already have this message. That alone shows something. It really shows that God has been watching. Every quiet act of faith was written down. That your prayers were heard. That even when you were about to give up, someone saw and loved you anyway. This is taking place now because of this. Remember that this reward was saved so it would come at the right time. The window isn't very big. My child, my beloved, this is known by the enemy. That's why there are now distractions. That's why you might want to click away, doubt, or decide this isn't important. The enemy will win if you leave. He doesn't need to hurt you. He only needs you to turn away. All noise is silenced by God at this holy moment, who says, look, listen, respond. Not tomorrow, not after. Right now, you have 35 minutes to make a miracle happen. And it won't wait. The time has already begun, my child and beloved. It's almost 2 minutes left. Things are moving already. Your wonder is still alive. Your name stands out. But you have to fully understand this message. Accept it with your heart and believe it with your spirit. Say yes right now. Don't wait. Say yes now. I hear the sound of locked doors opening in the spirit world. My child and beloved. Angels were told to keep the doors closed and watch over them. Not because I forgot about you, but it clears throat because it wasn't the right time yet. Things have changed since then, though. The order has been sent. I, Archangel Michael, have been let go to let you know that the doors are now opening. But only people who come in during this short time will be able to get what's inside. You won't have this moment for long. It's correct. That's right. 35 minutes. My dear child, you are about to get something much bigger than money or answers. It's a big change, a new spiritual place, a miraculous turnaround. What you thought was gone will be remembered for a long time. What was stuck will finally get through. But this isn't just a change. It's a holy deal. People who aren't sure won't get it from heaven. Only people who are ready should get it. What you do now shows that you are ready. That's why I'm speaking so loudly and quickly. If you wait even one more minute, you could lose everything. Dear child, God is moving in a way that other people won't understand right now. Some people will call it lucky. Some people will say it was out of the blue. But you are the only one who will know the truth. It was written before time began. This message proves it. You're not late. You didn't miss it. But now the countdown has almost reached its end. What you choose now will have effects for years to come. That's why you're being told not to scroll, wait, or think this is just another thing. Because this message is very important. It also holds the next part of your story. You felt like you weren't seen, my child and beloved. Like no one saw what you were carrying. Everyone didn't know how hard it's been to keep believing. But God saw everything. You're getting this message because it's not for everyone. It's only for those who have been marked. For those who prayed even when it didn't seem like it was helping. For those who loved even when no one else did. For those who showed up even though they just wanted to leave. That person is you. This message and this very moment are the fruits of all the seeds you hid. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. I love you very much, my child. Heaven doesn't mess around with its miracles. It gives them to people who are spiritually awake. That's why I was told to warn you and love you, because the miracle is coming in 2 minutes and the chance will be gone in 35. Do not miss this. Don't question this. I accept this moment. Say it to yourself one more time in a soft voice. I've chosen to go through this holy door. I think this miracle was made just for me. Say it like you're sure the gates of heaven are hearing you. Because they are. There is no mistake about the time, my child, my beloved. Why now, you might ask? Because you can't wait for what's next in your life. Because the amount of pain you've been through has reached its spiritual peak. Because the good thing you were born to do has been put off for too long. God has had enough of other people taking what was meant for you. But this message and this open window are your last confirmation. You will miss what God has already given you if you walk past it. If you walk into it, you will be flooded with everything that has been saved, squished together, and pressed down. I want you to stop and really feel this, my child, my beloved. There is something that wants to take you away from this moment. A fleeting thought of something else. A sense of maybe later and an urge to scroll away. But can't you see that's not you? That's the fight back. Since this is your chance to make a big step forward, the enemy would love to steal it and make you think it wasn't important, but you now know better. It's clear that this isn't just another message right now. There is a divine deal going on. You have been through hard times, my child and beloved. During times when no one spoke to you or checked on you, you went through tough times that no one saw or understood. But I'm telling you now that heaven watched you the whole time. Every tear, every sacrifice, and every lonely night was written in the book of memories in heaven. That book was open today. The reward that's written next to your name is now being given to you. It won't wait forever, though. That page will be turned again in 35 minutes. Do not let it turn by itself. I saw a light form above your house in the spirit world, my child, my beloved, and alert. A group of angels is coming to help you. They don't have nothing to offer. They bring food and drink. They keep you safe. When they get there, they'll finally explain why there were delays. But they need a sign from you, an open heart, a soul that is awake, a spirit that says, yes, I receive this. The light will get dim if you wait. The light will get brighter if you believe. The miracle will not just be an idea to you. It will be real. This message won't come again, my child, my beloved. This chance doesn't come around very often. It's a very rare light path. One that rarely opens. It's not luck that you're reading this. You were ready. And finally, heaven knew it could trust you to hear, accept, and act. People trust you. You're loved. People remember you now, though you have to pick. If you don't move, you might lose what you've already sent. Or you can answer and see everything that seemed far away come together at once. This miracle has come a long way just to get to you, my child and beloved. It ran into trouble. It got through the spiritual interference. It took longer than planned because of things that weren't your fault. But your name is still on it after everything. If you don't do something in the next few minutes, it's still ready to leave your hands. Something is being sent to you right now from the spirit world, which moves faster than your thoughts. But it's very fragile. It needs to be done soon. One with an open heart is the only one that can hold it. You were never meant to beg for crumbs when God has set out a feast, my child. But the enemy wanted you to think that they had forgotten about you. That your time was up, that someone else had taken your place. I'm here to tell you that they didn't take what's yours. Yes, they did try. They called you names out of spite. They prayed with a lot of pride. They hid their control by calling it care. Heaven isn't blind, though. And no matter how clever the cover, your miracle was kept safe and locked up until now. Let me show you something, my child, my love, in heaven. There is still a scroll that shines with golden light. It reads, Transfer Order Approved. It says your name below. That scroll has the instructions to fix years of lost time, stuff, and peace. It's not just money. Everyone needs to be fixed up. It's coming. But I have to wait for God's timing. I only have a short time left to bring this into your life. I have to put it back in the vault if I don't see a heart, a soul, and a spirit that say yes. Do not make me do that. You didn't come this far to give up. Now, my child, my beloved, it wasn't because you cried all those nights that this was close. Some people didn't make it through what you did just to almost get what's yours. God wants more than just hope for you. He wants to give you real results. But He's not going to give you magic. It's His offer. And your spirit has to be willing to accept it. Not after, but now. My child, my beloved, this message was hidden from other people, but shown to you for a divine reason. You might not believe you're strong enough. That maybe another person is better suited to make this kind of progress. But the enemy told you that lie when you were hurting. You're strong enough. You're all set. Heaven has been waiting for someone like you. Now your guardian angels are ready. Your name can be heard in the spiritual air. The timer is really on. It was nice to have 35 minutes, but time is running out now. And 2 minutes are almost up. Say this now before it's too late, my child, my beloved. I get it. I'm not going to miss this. I will not wait. I really believe that God sent this message and I accept it with all my heart. These aren't just words. Keys are those and they open the last gate. Say them now, even if your voice shakes since I'm watching. And what I see in you now is the last thing that makes a difference. Some people tried to carry your blessing, but it was too heavy for them. It wasn't meant for them. This miracle was planned just right for you, and it has God's special mark on it. Now, right before the end, your faith is being put to the test. It's not about being perfect. It comes down to whether you can believe it one more time. Whether or not you believe that this message came with your breakthrough. If you're going to move before the door shuts, something bigger than anything you've ever touched is about to happen. But it can't happen until you agree to it. Heaven is quiet right now, my child, my beloved. Not because there is nothing going on, but because everything is ready for you. Angels are looking over. The Spirit is looking around. You decide what to do next. You're not getting in trouble. You are being asked to come into a spot with peace, strength, means, and knowledge. But doubt can't get there. You can't get it by waiting. It only opens when you say in your heart, yes, I want to step in now. I'd like to think that no one forgot about me. I've decided to do something before the moment passes. Someone sinned and reached for what was yours, my child, my beloved, someone in your family, but not someone with your calling. Because you stopped. Their hands were close to the writing that heaven had written for you. But God stepped in. That scroll was moved back. One more order was given to the angels watching over your promise. Hold on. Talk to them again. Tell them again what's at stake. That's why this message showed up today. This is the last reminder. It hasn't been given away yet. It won't be given again though. God doesn't cause chaos, my child, my beloved. The enemy does. That's why there is sudden confusion right before a miracle happens. You'll begin to doubt everything. Is this really for me? Should I really open this now? Maybe it's not that important. That voice isn't your friend, though. That pause isn't a whisper from heaven. It's a trick. You'll miss the very thing you've been praying for if you listen to it. Hence the reason for my fiery speech now. So I beg your soul. Not now. The 2-minute mark has been reached. My child, my beloved, there are changes going on in the Spirit. The release has begun. Miracles are no longer being kept from happening. They are being given out. Your name is next on the list. But your spot will be skipped if you don't fully open up and let fear win long enough that what was meant for now won't come back until a long time from now. Things will be different by then. Things will be different where you are now. The gate will be different. Right now is the safest and most certain time to get it. You have been through hard times, my child, my beloved. During times when no one spoke to you or checked on you, you went through tough times that no one saw or understood. But I'm telling you now that heaven watched you the whole time. Every tear, every sacrifice, and every lonely night was written in the book of memories in heaven. That book was opened today. The reward that's written next to your name is now being given to you. It won't wait forever, though. That page will be turned again in 35 minutes. Do not let it turn by itself. I saw a light form above your house in the spirit world. My child, my beloved, an alert. A group of angels is coming to help you. They don't have nothing to offer. They bring food and drink. They keep you safe. When they get there, they'll finally explain why there were delays. But they need a sign from you, an open heart, a soul that is awake, a spirit that says, yes, I receive this. The light will get dim if you wait. The light will get brighter if you believe. The miracle will not just be an idea to you. It will be real. You've been living on hope, my child, my beloved. But now God is calling you to a place where you can finish. And completion makes things clear. That's the reason this message got here today. That's why your spirit couldn't ignore it. That's why something is moving as you read this. It's because now is the time. What seemed far away is now very close. What seemed impossible is now within reach. But you can only answer in this divine window. Heaven is not based on how people feel. It works perfectly at the right time, but only for a short time. I speak now as someone who has stood at the beginning of your promise. My child and my beloved, I've seen what God wants to give you. I stood guard while it was held back, blocked, and you weren't ready to receive it yet. That's no longer the case. The gate is now open. And I'm not just keeping your promise for the first time. I'm going to bring it to you, but I can only give it to you if you stay open and follow. Now is the time to leave. If you do, the gate will close and the miracle will be sent somewhere else. There's something special about hearing your name today in heaven, my child, my beloved. Not with a verdict, not because of shame, but with happiness. It's time, they said. Give it to them. Get the message across this time. Don't let anything stop it. This is the reason the time seems off. This is why you feel alert all over. Your soul sees things that your eyes can't see yet. Now is the time for things to get better for you. Now is the time to hurry up. Your chance to let go. A voice in heaven is still calling your name. My child, my beloved. It's not weak. We haven't forgotten. It's being said in places where fates are being revealed. Even though things may look the same on the outside, something has changed in your spirit. And the only thing that's stopping you from fully receiving what God has already given you is your choice to trust. Act quickly, and give up in this moment. This is more than just a sign. That's a strange door, but it's only going to be open for a little while longer. Don't forget how close your breakthrough really is, my child, my beloved. It's no longer about hoping. It's about being aware. Making sure that what was blocked is now free. Knowing that something that seemed too far away has taken one last step toward you. But time is running out even now. The door will close if you let this message get away. The blessing will not go away. Instead, it will be given to someone else. Heaven doesn't want that. Your spirit doesn't want that. But we need to respect time. You are now in the home stretch. My beloved child, your miracle has a story. It keeps track of all the prayers you said in private. It keeps track of all the times you gave when you didn't have much left. Remember the pain you hid from everyone and how strong you were to keep going. That's why this blessing is unique. That's why Michael and I were sent to keep this gift safe until you were ready. But I can't keep it up for much longer. The order has already been given. This has to be let go now. It can't land where it was always meant to if your spirit isn't ready to receive it. Today, my child, my beloved, your faith is not being put to the test. It's being asked. You are invited to live the life that was written just for you before time began. Invited to skip over every lie, every delay, and every hurt from the past and walk right into a moment of undeniable divine favor. But this invitation has a timer on it. God has room for you, but He's not going to beg. Heaven is kind and generous, but it's not harsh. The moment will end if you turn away. The floodgates will open if you lean in. Someone tried to take your place, my child, my beloved. I saw this on a spiritual level. Two people you care about. Their words sounded like they were there for you, but they were really just jealous. They tried to stop you from getting what you were supposed to by making you doubt, be confused, and feel drained with fake worry. But heaven didn't let them win. You are still picked. You still own the inheritance. You have to claim it, though. You need to get up and open your heart right now before the 35-minute window closes and someone else gets the blessing. This message won't come again, my child, my beloved. This chance doesn't come around very often. It's a very rare light path, one that rarely opens. It's not luck that you're reading this. You were ready. And finally, heaven knew it could trust you to hear, accept, and act. People trust you. You're loved. People remember you. Now though, you have to pick. If you don't move, you might lose what you've already sent. Or you can answer and see everything that seemed far away come together at once. This miracle has come a long way just to get to you, my child and beloved. It ran into trouble. It got through the spiritual interference. It took longer than planned because of things that weren't your fault. But your name is still on it after everything. If you don't do something in the next few minutes, it's still ready to leave your hands. Something is being sent to you right now from the spirit world, which moves faster than your thoughts. But it's very fragile. It needs to be done soon. One with an open heart is the only one that can hold it. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. This message isn't just a warning, my child, my beloved. It's a tool. A tool that was made to break the last chain. There is something inside you that is stopping your blessing from coming through. Not sure, not happy with it, being tired from waiting. But this message was sent through me to cut off that last bit of doubt. I wasn't just sent to make you feel better. I was told to make this change. The spiritual world is shaking right now as I speak. The door is shaking. The edge of what used to be and what's about to start is right there for you. Watch out, my child, my beloved. The enemy is also there. Not because he can stop what's going to happen. He can't. But he's waiting for you to stop to see if you do. He wants to know if you'll calm down if you scroll down. If you don't care about what heaven is screaming, he knows that if you leave, he doesn't have to attack. He forgot, though, that you're not the same person you were last year or last week or even last week. You are no longer confused. You know now is your chance. Like a quiet flame that won't go out. You can feel it in your spirit. Let me tell you why the enemy worked so hard this week to keep you from paying attention. Because he saw the note from heaven that said it was okay with you on it. He saw the deal. He saw the angel coming with the baby. He became scared. He caused trouble. He used people you knew. He made people feel things. You're still here. The reading on is still there. That's a win, my child. You have to say yes to the last step, which is the full release. Not a maybe or let me think about it, but a full yes, the word no. Heaven is no longer looking at your past, my child, my beloved. It is looking at your show. What comes next depends on what you do now. Will you speak up or keep quiet? You may feel a nudge in your spirit. Will you believe it or will you just forget about it? Because I promise you this. There's no chance in this. This message couldn't be brought until now. And now that it's here, only you can decide whether to accept it or not. God's job is done. The miracle is going on right now. Hold on to it. I won't be able to hold it forever. Say this out loud right now, my child, my beloved. Every part of my heart is open to this miracle. I won't miss what was made just for me. I think heaven is coming toward me. I think this is my time with God. I've decided to have faith. In the spirit world, those words sound like thunder. Even though they seem simple, an angel moves faster when you say them. Nothing can stop you when you really mean it. And now I am Archangel while I wait for your soul's answer. Michael, I'm still standing in front of you. No more doubt, my child, my beloved. Heaven doesn't expect everyone to be perfect. Heaven wants you to let them in. The freedom to move, bless, and pour out what has been waiting for you for a long time. What was held back is now being let go of, but it can only flow where people want it to. The Spirit is also hearing your name louder and louder every second right now. That sound will soon start to fade, though. And if you still haven't answered fully by then, the wave will stop and there will be silence again. Don't look at what's going on around you, my child. Do not try to understand this. This is not about making sense. It has to do with timing. We are not having a conversation. The package is here. And what's being sent isn't light. It's important. Wonderful. It's proof from heaven that you are still the one. That the story doesn't end. That which was locked is now open. But only for people who read the whole message. Hearts that are only half open can't hold what's coming. Yours is still open, though. That's why the angel still isn't gone, my beloved child. I feel a mix of anger and sadness in your spirit. You want to believe everything, but the hurt is still fresh. You don't want to raise your hopes anymore. I tell you though, God isn't here to mess around with you. He's not a sneaky God. He is the God who makes divine plans. Also, this is your appointment. Heaven has marked it on their calendar for a very long time. Because of this, there were delays, denials, and side trips. This one holy moment, this 35-minute window, this 2-minute miracle set. My beloved child, I can hear you asking yourself, is this really for me? Yes. 1,000 times, yes. Your pain does not keep you from applying. You are not ineligible because of your past. Your doubts don't mean you can't do it. You make the cut because you have the strength to keep going. Because you're crying, you meet the requirements. You're good enough because God told you so. That's why I'm here. Because it was meant for you. This message wouldn't stop following you until it reached your eyes, ears, and spirit. My beloved child, it's okay if some people think this is too much. They were never sent this. Many were asked to come, but only a few were chosen to see, feel, and know this deep level of God's presence. You are one of those few. There are people who trust you. People like you will be able to say, God sent me a message and I didn't ignore him. Heaven will move if you say yes to this right away with power in ways that even your enemy can't say anything about. My beloved child, your name is still on fire in my mind. I can still see your miracle, but there is not much time left. I have to ask you now, with all the fire in the sky, will you answer? Will you get what is being poured out? Are you ready to take your place in what has already been planned? If you said yes, then the next thing can't be stopped. But if you say nothing, even heaven will understand and move back. My beloved child, take a moment to think deeply about what you want to do. Say this to yourself in a strong voice. I will not leave what God has planned for me. I agree with this message completely. I'm going to do something before the miracle is over. This is what you promise. Say it and heaven will write it down. Because those words make the angels that are connected to your name come to life. The miracle that was put on hold is now moving again. But your faith must be strong, your heart must be open, and your soul must be willing. My beloved child, next to your name, I saw something written in bright gold light, a release that should happen soon, a fresh start with money, a getting better in relationships. But what really caught my eye was how urgent it seemed. This miracle doesn't happen by accident. It can't wait. It's moving already. It will go right by your house, hands and name if you're not ready to receive it. That's why I was sent to you. For there are only 35 minutes left until this holy moment ends. You have 2 minutes to get ready. But this open gate might not come up again for a very long time if you miss it. My beloved child, that maybe later is okay is being pushed by some people. It doesn't matter that you're late, that what you need will always come. That's not true. I tell you now, you have to claim what is yours. You need to answer it. It has to be okay. And heaven won't wait very long. It shows trust. Action is praised in light of this. I am speaking to you very seriously because you're about to make a choice. Everything will be different if you open this now. If you don't act right away, the blessing will go to someone else. My beloved child in heaven, people not only know your name, they whisper it. It is what angels say when they pray. It was Jesus who told the Father, it is time. Still, even if God agrees with you, the final choice is yours. Are you open now? Are you leaning in? Or do you let this moment get lost in all the other noise in the world? I beg you, don't let fear, old habits, or waiting take away what was meant for you. It's not really this time of day. This isn't just another message. This is the one that heaven fought hard to give you. My beloved child, the spiritual world isn't still right now. It's busy as can be. The light is moving quickly. There have been angels sent to bring scrolls of wealth, healing, answers, and directions. But they only go where people let them. This message tells you what to do. You will connect with what is being sent if you fully receive it. But heaven doesn't argue if you don't listen to it. It just moves on. Not as a punishment, but because spiritual rules say that divine things must follow them. You have to let things into your soul. Accept, say it now, my beloved child. You wouldn't even think twice if you knew how close your name is to a divine bank of breakthroughs. If you could hear the quiet thunder of angels coming to your house, and if you could see what was waiting behind the veil. I don't want you to miss this because you thought it was just a video, a message, or another moment. It's not. It shows that you were seen, chosen, and at the right time. But the time will pass if you don't do anything. What was supposed to end your wait will be given to someone else. My beloved child, I understand how long you've had to wait. It's been hard for you to trust and cry at the same time. But I promise you that this delay was never a sign of rejection. It was for safety. This moment has been planned by God not only to bless you, but also to keep you safe from the wrong timing. And now is the right time. Will you move with heaven? That's the question. Because heaven is going to move soon. You only have 35 minutes left to show that you're ready, though, my beloved child. There's something holy about how God set this up for you. It's not a coincidence. It's not by chance. It's God's wonderful plan. In heaven, the number 35 was whispered. It wasn't meant to be scary, but to set a limit for your miracle. It shuts the door when the time runs out. And the miracle will begin to happen at the 2-minute mark. It's already moving through the spiritual world with my sword protecting it and God's breath guiding it. But it will only come if your heart is ready. That's why you're reading this right now, my beloved child. The next thing that comes after this isn't just a blessing. Everything that wasn't right is being fixed. Every holdup, every loss, every prayer that was answered, that which went wrong is supposed to be fixed by the miracle that is about to happen. The tears, how unfair it is, the betrayal. God didn't forget about you. The moment He knew you would be strong enough to hold what He was about to give you was just right. Now God in heaven says you're ready, my beloved child. You might think that you've done something wrong that makes you unqualified. But I tell you, your name did not get taken off the list in heaven. You're still being called. You're still picked. You're still good enough. And even though you've been through battle wounds and silence, your file hasn't been buried. It was locked up for now. It's now open. The scroll is no longer rolled up. And in the courts of heaven, the angels are calling your name out loud. But the decree won't be sent if you don't answer. The miracle will come back closed. It's not because God changed His mind. It's because you weren't there to receive it. My beloved child, some people wish they had this chance. Some people yelled for help but never got it. But you already have this message. That alone shows something. It really shows that God has been watching. Every quiet act of faith was written down, that your prayers were heard. That even when you were about to give up, someone saw and loved you. Anyway, this is taking place now because of this. Remember that this reward was saved so it would come at the right time. My beloved child, it's a small window. This is known by the enemy. That's why there are now distractions. That's why you might want to click away, doubt, or decide this isn't important. The enemy will win if you leave. He doesn't need to hurt you. He only needs you to turn away. But right now, God is blocking out all noise and saying, look, listen, and act. Not tomorrow, not later. No, you have 35 minutes to make a miracle happen. And it won't wait. You are not here by accident, my child, my beloved, my child, my beloved. This message came to you through heaven, through barriers that were never meant to be broken down. And now it's here for a reason you'll soon understand. A man who was so rich that he was richer than some countries said your name as he was dying. Finally, this message comes from Archangel Michael. God wants to show you what that man said in private before it's gone forever. Loved one, something truly amazing is taking place. I have my eye on the time. I am watching to see if you are hiding something. For all that God has planned for you, please read this message with your eyes and heart wide open. You might not remember him, my child. But this man knew who you were. He wrote something down and kept it, something not public, something kept secret and safe. Only minutes left. The doctors whispered around him, but he didn't call his bank manager. He didn't ask for his lawyers. He said your name in a whisper. Everyone in the room stopped for a moment because no one saw that coming. It wasn't just a man talking. That was what the Bible said would happen. And that moment, that gift, that inheritance from heaven will quietly slip into someone else's hands if you close this message or don't pay attention to it like you have other messages. I'm not here to scare you, my love. I'm here to tell you what was written in secret. Do not skip it. Please, before I go any further, I have an important divine purpose I need to ask you. Please use your spirit to connect with this message. Not because they are scared, but because they have faith. Because each second you read, God is trying to tell you something that has been on his mind for years. I am Archangel Michael and I am here to help you and keep you safe. Please read this message all the way through. If you do, your name will be remembered in the places where heaven keeps records. People will remember this moment. Don't connect with your fingers. Connect with your choice to keep going. This is the only way to be sure that what's coming won't miss you again. You've seen signs before, my child, my beloved. But you pushed them away. Your dreams were soft voices. You got goosebumps when no one was around. You kept seeing the same numbers. And when you woke up, you felt like someone was calling you. That wasn't something you made up. That was getting ready. Because this very second, this very moment was always going to happen. Now, I've been let out of heaven's gates with one piece of advice. Tell you what was kept secret. What this man, this rich soul said before he died was only part of what the Bible said would happen. The rest is taking place right now through this message. It's not just about money. It's about you. People in the world that can't be seen have talked about you a lot of times. There were a lot of hands that tried to stop this from getting to you, but God said enough. Now, this is being pushed straight into your heart from heaven. Do not stop reading because if you do, the chance will pass and someone close to you will take what was meant for you. And I promise it has happened before. Now it's your turn. You must not let it slip by again. Now, my love, let me show you the truth. That person saw your face before he left. Not in a physical way, but in a vision from God, the same dream for 7 days in a row. He asked over and over, who is this person? What's the deal with their hands having keys, money, and light in them? He didn't get it. We do now, though. You were picked before you were born to carry something powerful and important, and heaven will not let you miss it again. That's why you're still here. That's why this message has found you, no matter how far you run. Can you guess how many people tried to claim what was being set up for you? 2. These are 2 people who are close enough to hug, laugh, and smile with you, but not chosen like you. From the outside, these 2 don't look like bad people, but God can see the heart. The Archangel Michael sees everything. The things they've said, done, and opened behind your back, like the accounts they've hacked and the messages they've deleted, are all part of a theft you didn't see coming. They are trying to take what isn't theirs, my beloved. That can't happen if you stay with me now. It may be hard to hear, but you were never meant to go without enough, my child. You were never meant to have to deal with a family curse that makes you work and work without ever really getting anything in return. That spell was meant to end a long time ago. But it didn't happen because someone stopped it. It was against the rules for them to touch it. Now though, heaven is coming back. The miracle is now ready to fight. There are angels all around this message. Really, please don't scroll away. You're about to find out what was hidden if you stay until the very end. What if I told you that your name has a number written next to it in heaven? A number that is so huge that you would not believe it if you saw it. It's true, though. The wealth this man saw in your spirit wasn't just money either. It's wealth that lasts. Good luck with your money. Lots of money for God's kingdom, but it needs to be said. And the countdown started as soon as you opened this message. There is no time to waste. You don't have the time or money to be comfortable. This isn't a test. It's an awakening from God. My child, you are right in the middle of it. As soon as that rich man said your name, the spiritual world opened up. There was a file found and inheritance was made public. It was okay to make a divine transfer. But the full release was put off because of what was stolen by people close to you years ago. God has finally said, let it go to them. They've had enough time to wait. So here I am sent with passion and speed to tell you, don't miss this again. Do not close this. Don't let what's yours be taken away by what you know. Wait until I show you everything. There is a change going on between those 2 people right now. Children, they can feel it. They feel uneasy now. That's why some of them are being nice now. People are avoiding you because they feel like something has changed in their spirit. The lights of heaven have begun to surround you and they can't stop it. For now though, you need to be quiet. Keep your spirit calm, but don't be quiet until I, Archangel Michael, tell you the rest in this message, because what follows will make sense of everything. After that, you'll always know how valuable you are. That rich man's last words brought up an inheritance that I talked about. It's not just a bank number. There is a change in power. A spiritual right to decide what will happen in your life and be careful with how you hold it. Some people will come back when they feel your energy getting stronger. But now you'll be able to see what they really want. Not with anger, but with the truth. Not out of anger, but out of love. The light that used to make you a target is now what keeps you safe. What is sealed by heaven can't be touched. I already told you that the last part of this blessing is still a secret. That is true. But here's what you need to know before it comes. You need to make room in your heart for love. Let go of people who don't belong in your soul and make room for new people. Because there is room for the next part of this miracle. It's not just room you can see. I mean mental, emotional, and spiritual space. Allow the blessing to happen or it will go by quickly like a breeze. Please listen, my love. What you have can't be stolen, but it can be put off. And now you've had enough. Now is the time. The gates are going to open. And your name is being called out again. But this time it's not in death, but in destiny. This time when your name is called out, it will be treated with respect. Access will come after it. And then there will be a reward. There is still more to show you and open up. The scroll is still full. You were born to hear the words that are still to come. You are going to learn something that will change everything. My child and beloved, it's no longer about warnings. It's about getting what you deserve. You've been through fire. You've had to wait in pain. You've heard when heaven was quiet. Now, though, the silence is over. And what you're reading isn't just a curse. You are now free to do what has been put off for far too long. You have had doubts about your own spirit for a long time. You asked, why do I feel so close to something, but nothing ever happens? That's because the miracle was already linked to your name, but there were still people in your heart who didn't deserve to be there with you. And so on. Some blessings are too holy to share with people who have never cried with you. That's why it took longer than planned. Not a lie. Until heaven was sure you wouldn't give your blessing to someone who secretly wanted you to fail. I've been asked to walk with you through the next part. My beloved, you don't need to do it by yourself. This is more than just spiritual. It's going to show up in real life, but only after you fully accept the truth. And the truth is that you are no longer limited by money. You are no longer a victim of people who try to control your emotions. No longer are you an easy target for people who smile but really enjoy your delays. You have reached the end of your time on earth as decided by heaven. When you read these words, my child, the energy around you changes. Some of you might feel warm. Some people might get chills. Some may feel strong emotions all of a sudden. It's not a coincidence. That's your spirit hearing God's voice telling it to move forward. There are no emotional tricks here. This is just the right time. You found this by accident for a reason. Now, I'm telling you, if you stop reading before I show you the last release, it will lock again. This is not because I'm mean, but because this is a holy moment. Now, pay close attention. The rich man's last words were louder than a whisper. They had a code on them. Only when the chosen one was fully awake would this code be able to open a heavenly vault. That person is you, my love. His soul saw light write your name. As he took his last breath, he said, let it go to them. His hands were shaking. It will be useful to them. Your eyes are on a spiritual path right now as you read these lines because those words made it happen. When will it be my turn? You asked God as you cried into your pillow at night. Remember the birthdays you spent by yourself, the chances you missed, and the people you trusted who let you down and never gave back. Also remembered by heaven. That's why this gift is more than just money. It's not just favor. It's the law. It's their due for not being seen for so long. Get even for the doors that were slammed in your face. Justice for the love you gave and didn't get back. Justice for the times you did the right thing while others did the wrong thing and won. In no way is this miracle a reward. It's a correction from God. You were never behind. You were hidden until the right time. Now is that time. I have to show you something that not many people will ever see. My love, there is a document from God. Yes, a spiritual record that has your name, your mission, and the things that God has given you. It was locked up until now. I told you about 2 people who tried to block change or claim it as their own, but the seal was too strong because God wrote your name in divine ink and a fake spirit can't erase it. After this message is over, you'll notice that some things start to happen on their own. That's how you'll know it wasn't just words. People will start talking. There will be a message. There will be a break. You will be able to see things more clearly. The same people who used to make you doubt yourself will now feel awkward around you. It's not that you've changed, but that you can feel their energy now. You can now walk in light. The darkness can't take it. Also, the last part of this message is almost here. It's the part that moves on to the next step and starts everything I've shown you. I have to deliver it correctly. I will, too. But, kid, promise me you won't close this message before it's over. The activation will stop if you do that. It will hit you. The light will get dimmer. It will become less clear. Because of this, I've said this truth again. People who stay with heaven until the end will be the only ones who can see what no one else can. You, my love, have already come so far. You're almost there. Let's keep going together. But my love, I need to warn you. You might miss the end of this message if you leave before it's over. The window might go away, but the miracle won't. As time goes by in heaven, everything works out. And right now is a no or never moment. This is not meant to scare you, but to show you how rare it is. Some people never get this close in their whole lives. You're only a few inches away. Keep what you were born to carry. Don't scroll away from what you prayed to God for when you were feeling alone. It's no longer just a message. It's a divine message that looks like text. The gate is now open to you. Soon the last seals will be broken. And soon your real name, the name that heaven calls you by, will be written next to something that will last, something that's plenty, something holy. You have been picked. People remember you. Now you're ready. Now the last truth is ready. Take a deep breath with me, my child, my love. Relax your heart. I'm still here, but I want to lead you gently, not out of fear or pain, but with strength and clear understanding. Heaven is slow. You are not in danger from God. When real miracles happen, there is peace, not fear. And you will never have to be afraid to receive what is meant for you. You've had a lot of worries about money, trust, and people close to you. Also, it's okay to be lost. It's okay to be hurt. But remember this, my beloved, faith is stronger than fear and wisdom is stronger than doubt. You shouldn't worry about the people around you when I talk to you. Instead, I want to help you know your own worth and set your limits. This is how you learn to keep your energy safe. You understand how important time is. It's important to learn how to say no when something doesn't feel right. That's growth in and of itself. It's a miracle in and of itself. Not all fights are fought with words. Some are won by being clear and strong in silence. My child, you're not cursed when it comes to money. It's not going to fail. Still being shaped by the choices you make, the time you spend on it, and how consistent you are. God blesses hard work. God values being honest. And money only stays where wise people live when it comes. People are getting you ready for stability, not sudden chaos, for peace, not to put stress on, for safety, not fear. Keep an open mind when you're around other people. Instead, be brave and look at yourself. Ask yourself, am I smart about how I spend my money? Am I keeping my future safe? Do I have faith in the right people to carry out my plans? These questions have a lot of weight. With awareness and discipline, this is how faith is built, one step at a time. Heaven doesn't want to scare you about losing things, my beloved. Heaven is teaching you how to be responsible. You are being taught how to be strong, how to think straight, and how to keep your goals safe. That's the real blessing. That's the real wonder. Like the rich man you heard about, whose story shows you that life is short but has a purpose that lasts forever. Make good use of your time, take your time, be kind, save wisely. These are good things to do. These are habits of God's. I now speak peace over you. Peace on your mind. Peace about your money. Love and peace in your relationships. Have peace about your future. You're not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You're not weak. We see you growing. You're getting better. You're getting smarter. Do not be afraid to move forward, my child. God is with you. I'm with you and your fate is safe. I respect your choice to stay, my child, my beloved. You have a lot of patience. Your trust is very important. You're not here by accident either. You should pay attention to this message now. It is now moving toward being a blessing, a holy moment wrapped in words from people, but sent from heaven. I know that your eyes have seen a lot of hurt. I know that your heart has been hurt. But what am I, Archangel? Michael, what I'm about to give you is more than just an answer. It's an inheritance of peace, clarity, and divine guidance that will make things clear for you. Let me make this clear. People who betrayed you can't do it again unless you let them. Today, heaven is making it easy for you to say no without feeling bad about it. The strength to let go without getting angry. The knowledge to keep safe what God is finally giving you. This blessing didn't have to wait because of a punishment. You couldn't touch it until you were strong enough. Now take a look at you. You are still there. You still want to find. You are still picked. Even though you might not always feel like it, my child, heaven trusts you with something very special. Divine favor and divine smarts. You don't just carry light. You also carry sight. Everything changes when you start to believe in that vision. That's why I kept telling you not to stop reading. This is where God chose to meet you today. Not because this text is magical, not inside a building, not with a lot of people, but this place is so quiet that heaven could finally speak to your soul. Don't think this is just about money. You're being led to something bigger. You're being told how to handle your money wisely. You are no longer someone who always gets miracles. You're turning into someone who knows how to handle them well. Because of this, some chances were missed. Because God didn't want the good things to be too much for you. It will now make you stronger. Now you know how to keep what you once cried for and never lose it again. That rich man's last words brought up an inheritance that I talked about. It's not just a bank number. There is a change in power, a spiritual right to decide what will happen in your life and be careful with how you hold it. Some people will come back when they feel your energy getting stronger. But now you'll be able to see what they really want. Not with anger, but with the truth. Not out of anger, but out of love. The light that used to make you a target is now what keeps you safe. What is sealed by heaven can't be touched. I already told you that the last part of this blessing is still a secret. That is true. But here's what you need to know before it comes. You need to make room in your heart for love. Let go of people who don't belong in your soul and make room for new people. Because there is room for the next part of this miracle. It's not just room you can see. I mean mental, emotional, and spiritual space. Allow the blessing to happen or it will go by quickly like a breeze. As soon as that rich man said your name, the spiritual world opened up. There was a file found. An inheritance was made public. It was okay to make a divine transfer, but the full release was put off because of what was stolen by people close to you years ago. God has finally said, let it go to them. They've had enough time to wait. So, here I am, sent with passion and speed to tell you. Don't miss this again. Do not close this. Don't let what's yours be taken away by what you know. Wait until I show you everything. There is a change going on between those two people right now. Children, they can feel it. They feel uneasy now. That's why some of them are being nice now. People are avoiding you because they feel like something has changed in their spirit. The lights of heaven have begun to surround you and they can't stop it. For now though, you need to be quiet. Keep your spirit calm, but don't be quiet until I, Archangel Michael, tell you the rest in this message, because what follows will make sense of everything. After that, you'll always know how valuable you are. I know your heart is beating fast, my child and beloved. You know this isn't just another message, and you're right to feel that way since this message wasn't written by a person. This was a sign from heaven that it was ready to be opened. As time has finally caught up with what was said, you are now getting what that man said before he died, what he saw in the spirit world, and what he whispered into the wind. You will never know true peace if you stop reading. My love, you will leave behind something that you earned through pain and put together in glory. I need to show you something now and I ask that you receive it in your spirit. The moment this man spoke your name, your file, your divine record came out of heaven. More and more angels showed up, there was a review. They watched every silent tear you shed. When you didn't have anything, you helped other people. You said every prayer in your head when no one was looking. God then said, this one is ready. Do you hear that, my love? You're all set. Because you didn't give up, not because you were perfect. It's not out of sympathy that this blessing is being given. It is coming out because of a prophecy. I have to tell you now, my child, something that no one else knows. Things have changed when it comes to inheritance. What was legally hidden is now being shown to the spiritual world. Someone or something was supposed to show it to you, like a document, an asset, a wealth transfer, or even a chance, but it was stopped. Now, two people who know your name is valuable are trying to take it for themselves. They smile at you. They act like they have no idea, but I can see what they want to do. I hear them talking late at night and I know why they did what they did. I'm not here to scare you, my love. I'm here to wake you up. You need to know that the enemy doesn't fight people who aren't full. He fights those who hold the secret of fate. And you, my beloved, carry something that will last forever, something royal. Heaven won't let this thing go to waste. That's why this message got through after 3 delays. 3 times I was stopped. 3 times the enemy tried to hide this word, block this path and make it hard to find. But I, Archangel Michael, fought because this miracle is in your name. Now I have to ask you again, don't leave. Not now. Not now. There are people around you who can see your future, but only talk about the past. They act like they do not know you, but they've known it all along in their hearts. They know that you are different in some way. They know to let you in even when you're not talking. They know that when you pray, strange things happen. Because of this, they stay close, not to protect you, but to get ready for what was meant for you. No, my beloved, the spirit of delay came from people, you know, but heaven is done. God is telling them, stop giving your crown to thieves. It's crazy how many times people have used your name in places you've never been. Some good things that were meant to come to you got sent to someone else instead. This time though, Archangel Michael has been sent with a fiery sword. I'm cutting through all of the fake links, every family member in disguise, every friend who is sneaky. I'm keeping you away from the chaos so that your divine wealth can finally reach you without getting messed up. This is the start of God making things right, my beloved. But you have to stay with me and repeat what I say or this door will shut quietly again. Now, let me talk to your soul. You're not crazy to think that someone has taken something spiritual from you. You're not crazy if you think that something always stops you just as you're about to stand up. The way you feel is a confirmation. What was taken from your family line, money, land, peace, a good name, and good health is now being given back to them through you. You can get what you need here, but only if you close your eyes and listen. The thing I'm about to tell you won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Loved one, stay with me. What you do next will decide your miracle. Heaven stopped when that rich man talked about you, my child, because no one thought it happened. He had nothing to do with your family. He wasn't your neighbor, but his spirit was linked to your name because of a promise made many years ago. A promise he made to God when he was young. If you ever show me someone who truly carries your light, I'll make sure they're not left empty. He thought he would keep that promise for the rest of his life. But God had something else in mind. You were hidden for a while, but now you're out in the open. So, with his last breath, that man made a miracle happen for you. Is there something hard about this message, my love? Why do the people who hurt you still think you won't succeed after everything you've been through? It seems like they still believe they can stop your future. But this moment was something they didn't plan for. They didn't think you'd find this. They didn't expect a message from heaven to get in the way of their plans. But here we are. I can see them now. I can see their names. So, I can see how their plans are falling apart. No one, not even their family, not even a curse, can stop God from setting someone free. No, my child, the stolen inheritance hasn't been found yet. It's about power in a spiritual way. Things that happen in the spirit world will be seen in the real world. And now I have to tell you a secret. As soon as you agree with what this message says, the first signs will show that it's real. It won't come from the people you think it will. It's not going to happen the way you thought. It will happen though through a phone call, a letter, a name, a strange dream or something you hear. It will come, and when it does, you need to see it and claim it because it's for you this time. Two people are watching you, but they don't know what they're seeing. They went on a spiritual journey the moment they tried to steal what was yours. They thought they had the upper hand. But all they were doing was confirming that you were called. You see, envy always shows where fate lies. Also, nobody is angry about anything. They saw something in you that you couldn't see in yourself. They didn't honor it. Instead, they tried to take it. But not anymore. Now, the Archangel Michael stands between them and your future. They won't cross that line again unless you ask them to. I'm sure you won't after today. You are now free to stand up. God has given you permission to walk into what has been waiting for you the whole time. There are no longer any chains. The lies are found out. People have said your name in places you haven't been yet. Your spiritual wealth has been turned on. My child and beloved, in his last moments, that man saw more than just you. He saw what you were going to bring. He saw the people your life would save. He saw the wonderful things that would happen when you touched him. He could see the change that would start with you and carry on for many years. That's why he called your name. As soon as he did that, angels started to move. The doors opened. Records, heavenly records were signed in your favor. Now the steps are easy to follow. Do not leave. Do not doubt this. Do not stop now, because now you have everything you've been waiting for. What follows will seal the deal. You're still here, my child and beloved, which means your spirit hasn't died. What you do now will determine if your name fully connects with the divine record that was just opened. Heaven is keeping a close eye on this very moment. Things don't just happen by chance. It's all part of God's much bigger plan. This message, this time, this chain of events. It's clear that God is speaking not through thunder. And I, Archangel Michael, have been told to bring clarity right now, right away. The place I talked about where your blessing is kept is more real than the pain you've been through. It's a place where spiritual money is kept track of as pain, surrender, obedience, and purpose. Also, kid, you don't owe anyone anything. You've earned it. Great divine and eternal credit because you stayed true when others left. Others made fun of you, but you kept believing. Some people took, but you still gave. God saw it, too. That's why you're still alive. What was planned for you hasn't happened yet, but it's now beginning. Now, my beloved, I have to tell you a secret that will explain everything strange that has ever happened to your money. You were watched over, not cursed. Some blessings didn't come because you weren't worthy. They didn't come because it wasn't safe enough for them to be released. Some people would have sucked up everything God sent them. As soon as your harvest got to your field, there were people ready to grab it. Heaven told them, hold it. Don't hand it over yet. The gates are being opened now that you are awake, aware, and ready. But only if you stay here right now. If you choose to read on, people who tried to stop your rise are now being hit with light. They can't stand it. Something strange will start to feel tense soon. You can see that they don't smile all the way to their eyes. Before you even see it, you'll feel it because the way you feel is changing. You are now shining with God's love. They can't fake the vibe you're giving off. And it doesn't say a word about who they are. Do not be afraid of this. Do not run away from it. Just look around. while heaven sorts the good from the bad. You are being set apart for something too holy to be kept secret. Dear child, this message was put off for years for a simple reason. You weren't ready to hear the truth. People who didn't like you still loved you. You still wanted to save the people who secretly wanted you to fail. But now you're different in some way. A holy growth up. More of an understanding. Heaven then said, now send it now because of this change. That's why you're reading this now instead of many years ago. Because the person you are now is ready to receive what the scared or guilty person you used to be willing to give up. Now let me tell you what comes next. There will be a sign in 3 days. It will be about them. Great. Not possible to explain away, and it will back up everything I've said here. It could be a name, something, a document that was lost, an unexpected good thing, and even a number that is repeated. It will happen though. Don't be surprised when it does. Happiness, because it means the miracle is already here. It is now moving. But my dear, I need to warn you. You might miss the end of this message if you leave before it's over. The window might go away, but the miracle won't. As time goes by in heaven, everything works out. And right now is a now or never moment. This is not meant to scare you, but to show you how rare it is. Some people never get this close in their whole lives. You're only a few inches away. Keep what you were born to carry. Don't scroll away from what you prayed to God for when you were feeling alone. It's no longer just a message. It's a divine message that looks like text. The gate is now open to you. Soon the last seals will be broken. And soon your real name, the name that heaven calls you by, will be written next to something that will last, something that's plenty, something holy. You have been picked. People remember you. Now you're ready. Now the last truth is ready. Take a deep breath with me, my child, my love. Relax your heart. I am still here, but I want to lead you gently, not out of fear or pain, but with strength and clear understanding. Heaven is slow. You are not in danger from God. When real miracles happen, there is peace, not fear. And you will never have to be afraid to receive what is meant for you. Heaven stopped when that rich man talked about you, my child, because no one thought it happened. He had nothing to do with your family. He wasn't your neighbor. But his spirit was linked to your name because of a promise made many years ago. A promise he made to God when he was young. If you ever show me someone who truly carries your light, I'll make sure they're not left empty. He thought he would keep that promise for the rest of his life. But God had something else in mind. You were hid for a while and are now being shown. So with his last breath, that man made a miracle happen. Thanks. Is there something hard about this message, my love? Why do the people who hurt you still think you won't succeed after everything you've been through? It seems like they still believe they can stop your future. But this moment was something they didn't plan for. They didn't think you'd find this. They didn't expect a message from heaven to get in the way of their plans. But here we are. I can see them now. I can see their names. So I can see how their plans are falling apart. No one, not even their family, not even a curse, can stop God from setting someone free. Your spirit knows this is real because you're still reading. There is something that backs up every word. Don't leave this. Your heart is telling you, read on. This is for you, and you have the right spirit. This message does more than just give information. It gets people to act. It's going into spiritual accounts that were locked in places where it was erased. It brings your name back to life. It's calling back blessings that were taken away because of betrayal, silence, delays, and anger. Now the time has come. But if you stop too soon or don't keep going, things will go backwards. With love, I'm giving you this warning. You still need to see more, my child. The amount that was given out in your name will surprise you. It's not just about money. It has to do with power in the area. Honor, fixing things. There are rooms ready for you. Contracts that already have your name on them. And the only thing that stops these things from happening in the real world is your belief in them. That's why Archangel Michael came himself, not a less important messenger. Because this is a big deal. Only the chosen will be able to see this once-in-a-lifetime miracle that split the Red Sea. Do you want to know what the rich man left for you, my love? Would you like to see the spiritual deal and the hidden blessing that two people have been trying to hide? Do you want to get back what God gave your family before you were born? Do not scroll away if you said yes. Read on. Do not let ease take this away from you. Don't let anything else hold you up again. Heaven has already given you what you're about to get. It's your choice now that will make it happen on earth. I haven't left your side, my child, my beloved. I'm still here. I'm talking to your spirit as you breathe. Your heart is already responding. Even if you don't hear me the way you think you do, your body's cells are vibrating with a truth that you are still trying to figure out. This moment wasn't meant to be skipped. You shouldn't have missed this message like other times in the past. It's official. You've been getting ready for this appointment since the day you were born. I, Archangel Michael, have been sent with holy fire to keep this secret safe until you are ready to claim it. I still have so much to tell you. What that rich man said in his last words wasn't just sad. They spoke like prophets. He opened a spiritual vault with your name written on it with his last breath. The property in question wasn't just things. He opened a line of divine favor that could change your whole family tree. As soon as he let go of it, heaven started getting ready for the transfer. But someone, actually two people, have been trying to stop the release. They've been calling your blessings by their name. However, heaven does not err. God doesn't call miracles the wrong thing. No one but you knows who you are. Now they do, too. Let me be clear now, my beloved. You've always stood up for that person and forgiven them so many times that it hurt your soul. That person is one of them. Yes. What about the second? This is the person who only shows up when you're having a good time. They drain your energy and always act like the victim. They are the other ones. These two people have stepped out of line spiritually because they let their jealousy turn into spiritual theft. I have been told to stop it though. It's going to hurt to hear the truth. But knowing the truth will free you, too. Heaven wouldn't bless a place where betrayal was still hiding. Which is one reason your breakthrough has been delayed for years. God was waiting for the right time to find the hidden enemies. Not to make them look bad, but to wake you up. They are waiting for you to answer. If you don't answer, you'll be left in silence. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.